caucus, to all partisans of the Liberty Party and the ANC, I want to thank you for your presence here today. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to serve our country. It's difficult to follow Chalet, so I will do my best, but we're not going to compete with that very, very dynamic young molester. My fellow Liberians, a few months ago, a man who himself was battling cancer asked me to run for president. I told him that I was already running. And then he said, yes, but I need you to promise me that you will not give up. And that you will run for my son. What does your son want of me? I asked him. And he said, I think my son and his friend would want you to become president of our country so that no child leaves this world as they did. I was deeply touched. I was heartbroken and wanted to hear his story. His name was Sonega, and Sonega told me that he had lost his son and his son's friend in a way that no parent should lose a child. They were both 6 years old. Alan's son and his friend were playing along the beach. They had walked from their home, which was nearby. When the disturbed mother went out to search for them, she found them struggling to breathe, screaming for help and covering the boys. She rushed them to the hospital. She had no money to register her children. The hospital said they had no oxygen machine and needed to try to get one, but that the worried mother needed to register the boys. She desperately called the father, who she knew had no job, but went out to hustle every day to provide for his family. I imagine that she prayed that his hustle of that day was not just for them to eat the next day, but to save the life of their son and his friend. Sonega said he credited money from money changers at 25% interest and ran as fast as he could to the hospital. When he got to the hospital, he met his son's mother weeping uncontrollably as she watched, prayed, and awaited the father. The father saw her son and his friend had stopped breathing. They were later pronounced dead. Sonega's family loss is a loss for Liberia. 2 6-year-old boys who could have one day run for president, or be doctors, or engineers, or teachers, or lawyers died because their parents could not afford the cost of registration in a hospital, which could not afford the oxygen machine necessary to treat them. We live in a country where the president, the vice president, the speaker, the pro tem and deputy speaker spend more money than is spent on our hospitals and schools. This wrong. This, my fellow Liberians, is wicked. CPP, our mission is to change this wickedness. Our mission is to right this wrong. Our mission is to fix the broken and corrupt system that continues to cause too many of our children and loved ones to leave this world without fulfilling their dreams and potentials. Solid Our story is the story of many Liberian families all around our country. We can grieve for the two boys, as we should, but grieving alone is not enough to change the living conditions of the suffering Liberian people. Our griefs must move us to change not just ourselves, but our mindsets. We must not just change political parties, we must also change governing principles. And yes, we must reward and produce and provide consequences to people who do not obey the law. If anyone chooses to steal from the suffering Liberian people, no matter who you are, we must have no hesitation and will have no hesitation in punishing you severely. Until we do, we will not stop the stealing from the hospitals and threatening the lives of ordinary Liberians. My people, Liberia's poverty problem is not a curse by God. God actually loves our country. He has richly blessed us with more natural wealth than He has blessed many, many nations. And so Liberians are not suffering because our country is poor. We are suffering and cannot feed ourselves because of poor and bad leadership. People are suffering, and again, we cannot feed ourselves because our leaders are too corrupt, too wicked, too selfish, and lack vision. I promise you that we will fix Liberia. Things is my area. And so today in Upper City, which never sleeps, and whose people reminds us of the resilient character and entrepreneurial spirit of Liberia, against the beautiful rolling hills of Myanmar that is showing the vast natural wealth and potential of our country, I, Alexander B. Cummings, humbly accept the honor of your nomination to bear in the October election and to be the next president of the Republic of Liberia. My entire family, whose head is my wife of over 40 years, who will make a great first lady. And I am thankful for your trust and confidence. I promise you that I will not let you down. I will not lower the standard and values of the CPP. We will not fail. Together, we will march to victory in October, and we will change Nigeria for the better. My To me, the presidency is more than just a powerful job. It is a humbling responsibility to set good examples, to demand higher standards for stewardship, and to deliver on promises to the people. The presidency is a responsibility to fix the broken, corrupt, and discredited system that continues to keep Nigerians poor. The presidency is a responsibility to unite and lead our people to a better, secure, and peaceful, and more prosperous future. The presidency is a responsibility to return our nation to a place of respect in the international community. This is what I pledge to you today. And people, the presidency is not flimsy business. This flimsy business has to stop if the lives of our people will improve. It is okay to have a singing and dancing president, or is it? Is it okay? You know, I myself like to sing and dance sometimes. Actually, I can dance very well. But when you spend too much time singing and dancing, then we need to move you from the mansion and maybe put you in a studio where you actually belong. My people, the presidency is also not the office one tries to get to really retire. Electing a president who will not work is putting our country on pause. Putting our country on pause is denying our people who are already suffering from getting the help they need to improve their lives. Putting our country on pause will stop serious investors from coming to create high-paying jobs for Nigerians. If we elect Pepe, or we choose to pause the future of our country, one thing will surely happen. The hard times our people are facing will only get worse. The CPP is not about Pepe or pause.